Hello, this is Via from Via Creates and welcome to this video. Today I will be sharing with you the process of my May journal setup. I am starting in a brand new journal, which is always so exciting but a little bit bittersweet because it's always hard to leave behind an old journal. However, I also adore this one and how I decorated it, and it's so fun to start in with a new month at the very beginning of a new journal. I don't really get like a journal at every 6 months or during a specific time period. Usually it's about every 9 months that I need a new journal just based on how much I write and draw in mine, but that is definitely variable by the year. So this one was again like my usual 9 months, and I'm continuing kind of this pastel series that I've been doing because I really like how they all look together on the shelf. So I have purple this time and my last one was blue. I drew all of this a little bit after the month of May had started because May was the end of the semester for me. So finals were obviously my first priority, and I was also doing like my capstone project, which was like this really big ending project for my degrees. So that took a lot of time and energy for sure. And so this was kind of after the semester had ended and after I had taken a little break, and then I got right back into the swing of things. I kept this month a little bit simple, but still very pretty, I think, and I chose peonies as the flower for this month because I have a lot of experience drawing them, but they are like so beautiful. And they are so, I think, eye-catching as well with all of the layers of petals. So even though it was something a little bit easier for me to do just because of the practice that I'd had, it wouldn't take away from the overall look of the spread. This month I'm also doing my favorite color combination ever, which is green and pink, and I think I decided that when I was maybe like 4 years old. I was like, this is my color combination. My room growing up was green and pink, and pretty much all of my like devices and stuff are either in green or pink, so it always makes me really happy when I see that color combination, and it is just simply so pretty, and I think it really does describe spring very well. And kind of that very vibrant look of green and growing and flowers is just so perfect for May. Now it was time to start doing the colors for the peonies, and I didn't film all of it because I had gotten a bad angle and you couldn't really see what I was doing. But a very important part of this is to develop the shadowed areas of a peony, and that's how you kind of create that really dramatic depth. And so I definitely did lots of layers of different colors of pink, and then I covered everything with this really light pink as like the petal color. This color brown is like literally my favorite, and I had it in a Crayola super tip that was super old and it had died, but I found it in this Monami sign pen. However, it is so skinny and it takes forever to fill in big areas like this, but I literally think it's just the perfect soft brown to create a very natural look without being too heavy. In keeping with some of the simplicity of this theme, I only drew one little fairy peeking out from the peonies, but I think it kind of adds to that magical sense because it's something that you won't see at a first glance, but if you look closer, you will see the little fairy kind of peering out from behind the flowers. I'm so obsessed with how the bright pink peonies look against this very soothing background. Because this theme was created kind of after the month of May started, I decided not to do habit trackers because I didn't really keep track of them in the days before I created this spread, so I'm just doing one big reading list. And I didn't really have a direction that I wanted to go for this, so I freehanded a lot of it just kind of without making a plan first, but it turned out so cute. So I tried to emulate the shape of the illustration on the first page with the vines surrounding it. Then I added in some peonies because I knew that I would not have a ton of books for this month, so I could use some of that extra space for a drawing. And I also did a lovely cursive font for the title. One of the first things that I do when a semester is over is I start reading books again. I was always one of those kids who was reading all the time. Even like at recess, I would sit outside with my book, and then all the recess attendants would be like, "You need to go play," and then I would just go find another place to hide with my book until someone else caught me. So I definitely miss that part of my life when I'm in school, but because I do so much reading academically, it's very hard to fit in that reading when I'm just trying to read for fun. So I definitely look forward to the first book that I get to read at the end of a semester, and sometimes I even plan it in advance and keep it on my nightstand as a way to motivate myself to get through finals. For this theme, I found that outlining everything with this dark pen is really key to making it look clean. I think because there are so many colors together, even though they look nice together, it can kind of blend a lot. So having that outline is a way to kind of draw the attention to what the actual shape is that I have drawn, and to kind of reduce some of that visual confusion of maybe some blurry colors. For the quotes page, I once again incorporated the vines from the background of the cover page, as well as another peony for the drawn elements of this page. And I think that part took a little bit longer than it did on the reading list because there were some more overlapping elements. And also my pen started dying, which is just the story of my life at this point. I need to just go through all of them and figure out which ones are dying so that I can recycle them. I got really lucky and my local library has a place where you can recycle pens, but you can also look at TerraCycle online, and I think if you send in a box over a certain amount of weight, they will recycle it for you. And that's one of those things that people don't really know that you can recycle, and it's definitely a very specialized thing, so it can't go in a local recycling bin. But I try to look on different websites when I have a lot of things that I want to throw away to see if there is a way to recycle them or donate them. And a lot of times there will be county centers that will take more specialized items to recycle or dispose of safely. And lots of clothing companies will actually let you send in free recycling and give you even a credit on their store to recycle clothes. Or shoes, which I think are really cool programs, and you can even get a little bit of cash out of it to spend on new clothes. I, of course, started out with a Star Wars quote because of May the 4th, so this was in my planner for that week, and I am definitely a huge Star Wars fan. I even did a Star Wars series in my bullet journal a few years ago, and that was just one of the big things that I grew up with was the Star Wars movies. And pretty much every summer I rewatch at least the original trilogy, if not the rest of the series. And it is just something very nostalgic to me and so fun to watch, and I just love the artistry behind it. Like every time I watch the original Star Wars movies and think about how they were created, I literally want to quit everything and just become a filmmaker. The last step is to just highlight all of the quotes to distinguish them a little bit more. I'm trying something a little bit new this month, seeing how I like the highlights. I might try it a couple more months and see if I want to keep up with this method versus just outlining the quotes with kind of a marker. So we'll see if I end up keeping up with this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I hope you all have a wonderful day.